Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Hello, my name is Kofi, also known as Old Kof or Teacher Kofi. Welcome to Piano Time. In this video, we'll be discussing a subsidiary of the major scale known as mode. Think of it this way, that the mode is or acts like a child to the major scale, which in this sense is the parent. Why is this important? It's important because it helps create patterns, melodies, progressions, and also helps us to determine the various types of chords or triads that exist or lie within them. So let's hop onto the keyboard and stay tuned. Now, back to the major scale. Let's consider key C with our left hand. Obviously, we could have chosen any other key, but let's maintain C for the time being. Great. So this is the major scale for C. Good. This is what is going to happen. We are going to reposition or reconstruct this same major scale within the various degrees that exist. Mind you, the major scale is made up of 7 notes, and so it has 7 degrees. Now, this is the first degree, the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and then back to the first degree. So instead of always beginning on the first degree and running through, you can as well begin on the second degree and run through. In other words, you can begin from re and end at the next re, or mi to mi, fa to fa, or so to so, la to la, ti to ti, and then back. So we already know for the first. Now let's start on the second degree. We are going to maintain this same finger technique as in the first degree. Great. So it's what? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. So let's go slowly from re to the next re. Good. Now let's try that for mi to mi. Let's try from fa to fa. From so to so. These also double up as a very good exercise. And then from la to la, which is the 6th degree. Then ti to ti. Back to do, which you already know. Do to do. So these are what is termed as modes or mode. Great. There are Greek names given to this, and you should know them. Good. So the first mode, which is from do to do, is known as the Ionian mode, just like the first or the parent scale. Good. Now from re to re, or the second mode, is known as the Dorian mode. The Dorian mode. Good. From mi to mi, which is the third mode, is known as the Phrygian mode. Fa to fa, which is the fourth mode, is known as the Lydian mode. Good. So to so, which is the 5th mode, is known as the Mixolydian mode. Mixolydian mode. The 6th mode is known as the Aeolian mode. Aeolian mode. The 7th mode is known as the Locrian mode. Good. And then back to the Ionian mode. Now let's try this on some other keys. Let's pick just one key. Let's try that on F sharp. F sharp. Okay. So this is the major scale for F sharp, which doubles up as the first mode or the Ionian mode. So this is the second mode, which is from re to re. That's the Dorian mode. Now let's try the Phrygian mode, which is this. Let's try the Lydian mode. Let's try the fifth mode, which is the Mixolydian mode. The sixth mode, which is the Aeolian mode. The Locrian mode, which is the seventh mode. And then back to the Ionian mode, which you already know. It's a very good exercise. Please do that with both hands and try them on all the keys. Great. Now let's come back to key C. This is what we want to do. We want to observe or determine the types of triads that lie within every mode or that lie within each of the modes that we just described. So we are going to begin. Now, first and foremost, let's assign numbers to every mode that we get to. So let's begin with the first mode, which is the Ionian mode. Now, this is the 1 of Ionian mode, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And this is what I want you to do. I want you to pick out the first, third, and fifth of every mode. So on C, let's pick the first, the third, and then the fifth, and determine the type of chord it produces. Okay, so that's what we are going to do for every mode. So on the first mode, let's pick the first, skip the second, pick the third, skip the fourth, and pick what? The fifth. Now use finger 5, 3, and 1. Now, what kind of triad is this? Let's check it well. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3. This is the major triad. So the first mode is giving us what? The major triad. Now let's try that on the second mode, which is the Dorian mode. Now this is the first of the Dorian, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and then 8. So 1, skip the 2, play the 3, skip the 4, and play the 5. So this is the chord that is produced out of the Dorian mode. Let's determine the type of chord. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is a minor triad or minor chord, minor triad. So the Dorian mode produces a minor triad. Good. Now let's try the same thing on the Phrygian. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this 1, skip the 2, play the third, skip 4, and play the fifth one. Now, what kind of triad is this? Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. This is also a minor triad. So the Phrygian gives what? A minor triad. Let's try the Lydian mode. So this is 1, skip 2, 3, skip 4, and then 5. Good. What kind of triad is this? Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. This is a major triad. So far, we have how many triads? 2 major triads and 2 minor triads. Good. Now let's go to the fifth mode, which is the Mixolydian. Now on the Mixolydian, this is 1, skip 2, play 3, skip 4, and put the 5 there. Still maintaining the same finger technique, which is 5, 3, and 1. Good. Now, what type of triad is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. This is also a major triad. A major triad. Good. Let's go to the sixth mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is also a minor triad. A minor triad. Now let's get to the seventh mode. So this is 1, skip 2, 3, skip 4, 5. Now what kind of triad is this? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is a diminished triad. A diminished triad. So the diminished triad is occurring on the seventh mode and then back to the 1. You realize that in the major scale harmony, there's no augmented. There's no augmented. The only triads that you find there is the major, the minor, and then the diminished. We have 3 of the majors. The first one occurring at the first mode, the fourth mode, and then the fifth mode. And then we have the minor triad occurring on the second degree or the second mode, the third mode, which is also the Phrygian, and then the sixth mode, which is the Aeolian. Good. And then the diminished occurring on the Locrian, which is this. Please, you can try that on the rest of the keys. So, I want us to consider all the modes that produce the major triad. Yes, there was a major triad on the first mode, or the Ionian mode, a major triad on the fourth mode, which is the Lydian mode, and then on the fifth mode, which is the Meso-Lydian mode. So, in order for you to use this properly, you need to understand a concept known as inversions. Inversions. Now, let's go back to the first mode. Now, consider the position of C. Look at it. C is at the bottom, and then we have E, and then we have G. Now, we can reposition C and put it on top here. So, I'm going to still maintain these two keys, okay, with my fifth and then third, and then put C here. It's still the same chord, but I've only changed the position of C and put it up here. So, when the position is changed up here, it's known as the first inversion. The first inversion. Now, I can also put E on top of C here. So let me just maintain this same finger here, 5 and 3, and then put E here. Okay, now listen to the sound as well. So this is what is known as second inversion, a situation where C is in the middle. Okay, and then I can still put the G on top, just like the first one. Good, and maintain these same notes. So a situation where C is at the bottom is known as the root position, or the root inversion, the root position. Good. So once we have 3 notes in our hand, obviously we'll have 3 inversions. If you have a chord with 4 notes, you obviously have 4 inversions. We have 3 inversions where we have the root, the first inversion, and then the second inversion. Now, when we pick the Lydian mode, we'll discover the same thing happening there, which is this. Now, let's position F on top and maintain these 2. So, this will be the first inversion of the Lydian, and then this is the second inversion, and then back to the root where the root note is at the bottom. And the same thing can be done for the Meso-Lydian mode, which is this. Now position G up, and then you can position B up. Okay, so where G is at the bottom is known as the root position. Where G is at the top is known as the first inversion, and where G is in the middle is known as the second inversion. Good. So this is where we draw the curtain. Don't forget to go through all the lessons that we've tackled. Let's keep hope alive. I know you'll become a very good pianist. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share. See you next time. Enjoy.